Johnny Kenja waya
ambapo anapenda madeni ambapo anapenda madeni
ni na wewe msipigwa ting ting
hivyo ndo mimi huwacheka ukahaha mbio kama desha sinaga pressure tish na tuna pesa ona sasa leo ni kukesha mashasha
pandemic ukaneisha pandemic
Muslim isponi ya kibla ditni dibla ile genje
hip hop na shiko wake
DJ Jones.
When the stakes are high at work, your tone matters.
Guza mkoba maova Guza kauna jagova Take over kwa gova
ambapo anapenda madeni kanku kada na kada
Mbugi Genje
staga nikimedi medi staga nikimedi medi mi ujali ganji na ladies mi ujali money so nataka meni staga nikimedi medi staga nikimedi hadi staga nikimedi jamaje umededi ama tu umebleki na umenoki wendi ama pianeki saa ngoja nianze kata keki na when kakabambe jujo hauna class ninkona nipate ba cheki ni fane umevaa kama fiatu madhare baadaye ni fan
wiki ni nasikia kukata keki nasikia kukata bado he ni vimepedi round moja we mrazi pigwa ting ting yeni diva na katika chumbi ringi keroma weki chumbi zikishika mina washanga kihudi ringi keroma weki chumbi
ambapo anapenda madeni kanku kada na katanga maheni staga nikimedi staga nikimedi mi ujali ganji na ladies mi ujali money so nataka meni staga nikimedi staga nikimedi
penda mina penda vile best tubweka nipe chingri tujilipwe tena na kipaipu tutachafua tena Kenya na paipu doni pewa kao unatoka gari yako medi seti twende form chain madanse ndo atimta hii ndo best to sing along
ambapo anapenda madeni kanku kada na katanga maheni staga nikimedi staga nikimedi mi ujali ganji na ladies mi ujali money so nataka meni staga nikimedi staga nikimedi
Waiter over ma over Guza mkoba ma over Guza nkauna jagova Tendea over kwa gova Avocado kwa deep avocado kwa git avocado kwa mix avocado kwa jing avocado after gym avocado za green avocado kwa meal before meal after meal
ambapo anapenda madeni kanku kada na katanga maheni staga nikimedi staga nikimedi medi. Mi ujali ganji na ladies, mi ujali money so nataka meni meni. Staga nikimedi medi, staga nikimedi medi.
Ambapo napendanga madeni, kan kukata na katanga maheni heni. Staga nikimedi medi, staga nikimedi medi. Mupenda ganji na ladies, mupenda money so nataka staga nikimedi medi, staki medi medi. Avocado kwa libre, avocado kwa gite, avocado kwa mix, avocado kwa jing, avocado after gym, avocado kwa meal before meal after meal.
A very good afternoon to you, and I hope you are having a good Monday. And we are tuned in for the Amateur Show. This is your host, Jeannie, and I'm joined by my host, Pia.
Everyone, my name is Gabs. You know me? Niko na homa kiasi, so sauti utabea nayo.
Yeah, so we are tuned in from 12 to 1 p.m. and we are going to be giving you the details that can happen during the weekend.
Yes,
umeenda Naivasha. Ulienda Naivasha?
Unfortunately, miss kwenda Naivasha. Nilikuwa Juja. It's more or less the same.
Ati watu wakiwa Naivasha, wewe unaivashash.
Mimi naivashada. You know.
Unaivashash.
Exactly, manze. So Naivasha, manze. Niliona it was epic, man. Ilikuwa fire.
Aikosi.
Yeah, niliona maru zilikuwa zinahesabiwa over so kwa Nairobi Nakuru highway, manze. So I guess watu walijibamba, niko sure.
Aikosi.
Yeah, watu walijinice, yeah.
Lakini I think person mwenye anajibamba kabisa ni Dere vile anaenda kwa hiyo.
Yeah, the racing. Hawa seusikia fiti, by the way. Adrenaline inakuwaga juu.
Aikosi.
Yeah, mi wish sana. Okay, mi ni sport enthusiast, ndio. So ningependa sana kuwa part of that experience, Marali, kuona people dusting off na hizo magari kalikali. So I guess ilikuwa a very awesome experience, ndio.
Aikosi.
Kuna this video nilicheki. Ya mshosho agani. Akifurahi venye ameona hizo magari zikipita hapo, you know. Pia the locals, I guess, walifurahi sana, yeah.
Mostly the locals wenye wanacheki magari utatuchoche twao.
Yeah, honestly, by the way, imagine you're just chilling and then people with supercars wanapita hapo, manzi.
Alafu nikushauri Gabu, kawaida watu wana complainingi magari zinaenda mbio zinawachia vumbi, but the epitome of the race ni hiyo vumbi, actually. Tunafurahi tukapo.
Hiyo ndio, you know, people see these things once in a lifetime, manze. Pia ni poa ku experience vitu kama hizo. So Naivasha, wenye mlikuwa mnaweza show wenye kulienda.
Na mrudi Nairobi, the home of.
Kuna watu wajefika mpaka leo.
Radio 254. Lazima. Kuna watu wana kazi, kuna watu bado wana chill somewhere. Campus students wana skip class.
Comrades.
Wanaambia watu nisainia hapo.
Sasa comrade anaenda Naivasha kufanya nini sasa?
Ndio maana anaenda Naivasha. Watu wako na kazi hawezi enda Naivasha.
Sio madenge mimi.
Madenge na mababas, wa mamas.
Life is nice.
It must be.
Must be nice, manze.
Lakini uunge sana usiku umetokwa na mtu yoyote.
Yeah. By the way, hebu niwaambie ni place fulani Mejali have kutumia, you know, me artist.
Yeah.
Ali have kutumia bike kumaneuver the traffic jam yenye ilikuwa Nairobi na Nakuru highway. Pikipiki ali have kupark gari yake kando. Niliona hiyo story mahali. Aka have kutumia boda.
Ndo afike wale magari.
So it was crazy, manze. Magari zilikuwa packed. Watu walikuwa wengi.
Of course.
By the way, but it's a good thing,
Yeah.
At least ina bring back to the Kenyan economy to some stretch.
Mimi hata siko sure about Kenyan economy, but acha tutarudi kuongea about that just in a few.
Okay.
Kenya inakuja next kwa playlist yetu ni Aluta by Ochungulo.
Yeah,
and X-Ray. Tumemisawa watu. Aluta. Kuna watu bado wako Naivasha wanasema party isha. Continue. Twende.
Feedbacks bana. Ndio kunaendaje, man?
Yes, you can give us your feedback on YouTube or Twitter, or you can call, text, WhatsApp our number +254 254 naisemaje?
Iko sawa. Bora wanajua ni loyal listeners, ndio.
0110254254 is the number that you can reach us on. Filanga free. This is your community and we love to hear from you. And for now, let's listen to some music because this is the Bays, Maze.
Aluta X-ray Aluta Wash Aluta Ochungulo Aluta Pate best na maboys tumechill tunakata mizinga Aluta na madem wakikam na tunakuanga girimba Aluta na mawetete boss utabaki umelola Aluta tuko jing na majong na mafanso kubezwa na zoza Aluta
ati fomzi ukamni Aluta ati rieng za ponyotoni mafuta shikisha njito ndio indizenge usupa uliza guashiwa beba na mashuka leta storo ndio nikuchome kibona ngore odi ndio nikushe ukiponwa rungu yangu sutabaki ukishonwa pige munju ndio ashikwe na homa hii ni tension naitaji kuseti mangeosu wako wengi naitaji kumedi bashni ya waras chui nikuwe kipedi kauna usoro chui nikuweke bendi bashiko fine chui ifike wikendi awasipo wote na wapiga paki sina ndai nilipotezanga kaki ngeus ako jabana na dice chui French kiss
pate best na maboys tumechill tunakata mizinga Aluta na madem wakikam na tunakuanga girimba Aluta na mawetete boss utabaki umelola Aluta tuko jing na majong mafanso bezwa na zoza Aluta Lompaka Aluta Chika Aluta Lompaka Aluta zimeshika Aluta
oya washa tukibanzi lipuke kasadam tuchonyanya tuna gang tunakaka Taliban mwiteka ni fan pewe cake tuna jag rombo sewe na madam asifuate Babylon switch position kaniendesha kanisan kesho nitaenda kanisan father give me permission call police and ajipata Aga Khan nina damu liver can kunitako li haram shoot to the sun si lazima kuwe na gun fanya sele uko young chora stories za makwang stick to the plan niko loyal to kwa farm kani form ya dona kam kani vaja nitakam yes kadunda yes kadunda
pate best na maboys tumechill tunakata mizinga Aluta na madem wakikam na tuwanga girimba Aluta na mawetete boss utabaki umelola Aluta tuko jing na majong na mafanso kubezwa na zoza Aluta Lompaka Aluta Ika Aluta Lompaka Aluta zimeshika
Aluta Demungu ana madhudha likuwa tume hata hii vibe kapuka to the wall lazima hii round tutashine sio ficho tutarai sio ficho mtalike neli hii beat imetouch walisema we ndio glue nikikuja kwenye cheza chini tuwaroge cheza chini hii ni ngori hii najua mayutu atafia mimi hushikisha bila tools wanajua mini veteran iwe giza iwe asali iwe kanget bado katagwara we
Alejandro niko juu ka ndege nilijam nikabai tu ndege njo nifanye bash moja genje ruka kwa jacuzzi ndio tutwenjeve breakfast ni dry fry na sembe most viewed ni mangwati tu za tene bodyguard wangu wote ni malele wanadai na wabank kama champe mini hitman wa kugondi tenje last week nilifuliza na unye wakatry kuni capture na menje Alejandro aka Mark Mende
Aluta Lompaka Aluta zimeshika Aluta Lompaka Aluta zimeshika Aluta ai wota gwan
Come follow me, nifate ngekuzaa ujaze mkokoteni, ukinitaka unikose ni kwe wapi. Shopping spree, bags za shopping yote ni designer nikana OCD na go haka kuote di all of your nyotori, nyashura ka nobody wanachoma picha constantly, mimi nataka tuishi comfortably, nimekuwa kileilo nikitry kujenga economy, rap imekuwa comedy, rap imekuwa comedy. Wow, unadai aje rada ni gani, sema ziwake ngoma inapiga kama kibare, nilitwa free ukabaki umesare, get it free sare kwa shingo ya hatari, niko on fire kama tufali, nishaifanya kuwa wewe kama kochali, sasa utaiona ndo utakubali, tumetoka daddy ni maridadi, na take time yangu na for years, msata kama possible kumatch venye na think, zidua tuachi shink, kutrust na kubelieve, no winge wax, no do it last but piano is, have no fear, strength to tatumia for this, ni more than yako natural, so wejua hapo naongozo, city meja na mata na vibes tena kwa sana, na fight na thoughts za kwa chile ina cost too much, it seems utaenda lost, you can't believe unabeba cross too bad, unakumbuka God ndo biza loss, yo ni nat no goso, tunasaidiana of course masa ni kuosa solo, ukiosa matax ni nomo, hakunanga break kwa loyalty, hakuna baraka kwa uchoyo, toyo kabisa moyoni, rifa ina my ideas na flow inspire, fanyia doka ingekuwa hii mata ingekuwa malistai kuangusha ni basi ifanya already niko wekuwa wewe kama kochali, sele utaiona ndo utakubali, tumetambali Shin City ni daddy na take time yangu na kupa kitu kali, jo mumongelea for years, msata kama waoneshe immaculate ideas na hope one ni tuwezi dua kutrust na kubelieve na winge what no do it big last but we are not least have
vision is what you make sure umefika the other side na kitu big, na usikuwe stress. Ile stress uko nayo na ile uvugoda uko nayo ni more than unaweza hitaji mazee. So big up to Yashinsky and big up to Aluta Koti pale Voma, tumefurahia na tukashanga Genge, why did Genge die after 2020? What happened? COVID wa Genge to na mani nini?
I guess wasanii maybe walisota some of them.
Cause Genge these days everyone's just doing trap, yeah. Hip hop.
For the culture though, hiyo ni poa, but Genge was still ilikuwa rooted vizuri.
I think Genge tone is ama ni was imededi ama bado
iko, mi naamini iko juu niliona Genge iko kwa list ya Grammy Awards, so I guess ni wasanii wanafaa waamke sasa, you see, wa release tracks
mazee, warudi kutengeneza zile beats tulikuwa tunapenda tulikuwa tuna enjoy nazo. But Joe
thank God kuna artists kama Furthermore, you see, Saru watu ndio waachili Genge
bado wako kwa hiyo arena,
na tuna appreciate sana manze. Big up kina Saru, Furthermore, Mbuzi Gang na hiyo mbogi yote ya Genge, you know, they wanna do super amazing work.
Tuzidi kutengeneza Genge. I'm sure other music is good, but Genge Tone is such a hit. Maybe kwanza nikikumbuka the way I used to dance pale
kulikuwa na
nyuma ya
kastyle
tent.
fulani,
Like hakuna wimbo singe dance bora ni genge tu.
Sailors pale.
Wallahi nilikuwa nasikia tu DJ amechange genre ameenda sijui reggae ama sijui ameenda house.
Watu wanaboeka.
Naboeka.
Buzisha genge kiasi uone venye watu watachangamka. Kuchungulo family manze. These guys.
Oh my God.
We need music from you people.
Maze, we need music from everyone, but mostly we need genge music.
Yeah, true.
Kama kawa, kama dawa. That's the music that represents Kenyans as people that we are. Yeah, the shang in it, the beats in it. Ina sound almost kama kapuka kidogo juu iko slower than shrap.
Yeah,
actually respect genge sana.
Actually, I guess genge came by as a result of kapuka. Juu kapuka ilikuwa slow, so I guess wali have ku fasten the beat kiasi to retain your originality ya Kenya, unaona?
Yeah.
Kani mziki ya Kenya inafai sound kama ya Kenya.
Maze,
close to
maze, sindio?
Yeah, so that's what happened na ikakama out kukuwa very nice thing,
Yeah.
So, but I guess artists wengine walikuja wakachachisha, waka cloud chase hapa na pale.
Mimi kwa show wenye walifanya hii cloud ya Shrap ikwe big wave ni Brooklyn na Wakadinali.
Na kina Butros hapo.
Na kina Butros. Yeah. Kwanza kina Butros.
Kina Timmy Blanco. Man, those kids, okay, mimi nawajua to some stretch. Kina Timmy Blanco, TNT. Timmy Blanco na huyo mwenzake. Those guys wamelelewa majuu, wamesomea majuu.
Wacha.
So, but wako based Kenya. They are still Kenyan artists. So, hiyo originality ya Kenya hawana walisink deeply kwa Shrap, but ni wanoma bado.
Of course. Karibuni sana katika Amateur Show. By the way, tumetoka break.
Yeah.
Uko hapa hivi hosted by Gabu na Jean.
Yeah, siku zote.
Na kabla tuende ka break hivi tulikuwa tunaongelelea WRC. Sijui kama mnajua WRC inamaanisha nini ama tu mnaona tu kama gari za Subaru. Sema Subaru,
watu wanaona tu Subaru. Watu wanajua ni Safari Rally.
Safari Rally, that's not it though.
Wako far off. That's not it.
It's not it lakini. So WRC inamaanisha World Rally Championship and ni kama tour ya masingers lakini sasa ya magari. Kama vile Boyz II Men walikuwa wanafanya tour, Sauti Sol wamekuwa wakifanya tour. Same thing, but sasa wana move na magari. Na mimi nashangaa by the way, wana move aje na hizo magari? Wana have to travel ama wanapandisha kwa ndege ama ni aje?
Okay, the cars huwa zinakuwa assembled Kenya. But the parts ndio huwa zinakuwa okay, kama a country na host WRC. An year before, this is actually true, an year before the rally ianze officially, ikuwe flagged off, hizo parts za gari zinakuwaga already in Kenya. Zinakuwaga ziko shipped in Kenya from the companies zenye zina run hiyo rally. Some new things, as in new equipments, kila kitu inakuwaga mpya. So before the rally ikuwe flagged off, wanakuwaga washa assemble gari zao, wameangalia the gari iko safe, kila kitu iko at the right place. Ndio sasa wanangoja sasa the event itself. So huwa wakuji na gari zao, but huwa ziko assembled huku.
Sasa tuseme the next place wanaenda maybe I don't know Uganda. Maybe.
Yeah, kama itaenda Uganda.
They are not going to drive there. They're going to leave these cars here. They go assemble some other parts.
Wataassembliwa some new cars.
Uko Uganda. Already zina get assembled.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we ni an Audi driver ama ni a Mercedes driver, gari yako iko huko specifically. Kwa ni Audi utaassembliwa Audi yako hapo na wana check kila kitu ku make sure kila kitu iko in order. Yeah.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, by the way, kama ni ka enthusiast, you know what I'm talking about, by the way. Inakuwaga so ni kitu kingine interesting sana.
Aikosi juu sasa I can't imagine ati mnaenda labda kufanya the next tour ama rally in somewhere else and you have to drive all the way ama mnaeka kwa mimi nilikuwa nafikiria mnaingiza kwa ndege lakini ndege itachoka juu gari pia ni mzito.
Gari ni mzito, so hukuja in parts
ama wanaweza enda na ships, but kuna places hakuna ships, but that makes so much sense.
Kama Uganda.
Asanti kulichanua.
Yeah, it's cool.
Kulichanua my afro.
Kwa sawa still
Oh my my god, if you know you know.
Yes.
If you know you know. Sasa tunasema kuhusu hii budgeting ya WRC. Mimi acha niwaambie kitu 254 listeners. Kwa sababu this is serious. Magari zinakuja huku ni kama sijui Ford, sijui Toyota. Sana mnajua Subaru. Achana ni na Subaru. Jua ona sasa ujui ingine. Ona tu.
Watu wengi wanajua tu WRC, Safari Rally, Subaru Boys.
Subaru. Hakuna kitu kingine mnajua. Actually a lot of cars participate in this particular thing because wana market their cars at the end of the day.
Companies from all over the world. Kina Toyota, hiyo ni Japanese company. Ford is
kwa zile race courses. By the way, let me just tell the audience, kama mnataka kuwatch hizi rallies zenye zimehappen in Kenya since 26 till jana. Imeisha au bado inaendelea? I
guess imeisha, ilikuwa ya 3 days.
Kama unataka kuwatch content safi, achana na YouTube mtu na quality ya simu hadi uoni unaona tu kutoka mbali mazee. Kama you want to see good content, the streaming mali unafaa ustreamie, and the person who's in charge of the media distribution rallies ni Red Bull.
Red Bull.
And funny thing, kama uko na smart TV na uko na wifi kwa nyumba yako, kuna Red Bull TV
manze, hiyo huwa inaleta events zote kuhusu magari,
kuhusu sports zote actually.
Most especially cars.
Lakini in this context, kama unataka kuwatch World Rally ya Kenya, iko tu hapo unaweza stream. Uzi stream, imeshaisha. Unaweza video, check it, you can watch the video and you can get the insights. Unaona hadi vile kuna ndani ya the car, you can see
the map.
You can see the map. Very good visuals. Good visuals.
Ndio square in the dark.
So me, I didn't go to Naivasha, but I watched Red Bull TV. Thank God Red Bull gives you wings.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Oh my God. But my point is, when I watched it, nikacheki kuna hizi banners, people who are donating or people who are sponsoring this particular event. Na nikacheki kuna Pirelli. Pirelli ni ile ya mataya. And then there was also a bank. Is it KCB?
KCB
Bank
is the official sponsor actually. KCB Bank.
And then there was what else? There's Toyota sponsoring. What else did you see?
Kuna abs hapo.
Kuna abs. Hizo magari za kongatu zimejaa tu mastika za sponsorships. Hadi Samsung haikosi kuna mahali kwa hapo.
True. Na Safaricom, by the way, Safaricom walikuwa wanapeana internet for free to the locals in Naivasha. So big up to Safaricom and at least
Safanyo.
So hao ndio walikuwa distributors wa internet huko, waliensure kila kitu iko covered on venye inafaa na media. So most people stepped up. Watu wengi wali step up ku sponsor big companies.
The big question is hii pesa ni sadaka ama inapitia kwa kona ama inaenda wapi? Juu car companies are like the most expensive thing in the world. Sasa huwezi niambia tuko na 1 trillion loan.
We are
hosting Safari Rally and we don't have money.
Tumegana a lot of money through this event. Lakini sidhani most of us tutalive kujua hiyo pesa ilienda wapi.
Hadi hatujuangi. Na hii kitu happen almost yearly.
Unless uko inside.
Last ingine pia kulikuwa nayo. So hii pesa ya World Rally inafanyanga nini? What are we doing? That's a very good question. Kama unajua, please enlighten me because
mimi niko na suggestion. Hii pesa kama okay, niko sure ni pesa mingi.
Ni mingi.
I guess ungetumia hiyo pesa kutrain young car enthusiast ama drivers wenye wako best Kenya, ama kufungua academies tu ya kufunza madriver so that pia Kenya ikuwe known. Najua kuna Kenyan race anaitwa Baldev Charger. yes yani tunaweza sema aje yani ya mixed race yeah? So kama hizo pesa zingekuwa zinatumika kutrain our local youths manzee wakuwe pia wana take part in these championships, tuna bring trophies pia home,
imagine,
na tunaenda pia kutake trophies from other countries.
Okay.
But we live to see venye kutaenda
Sawa basi, hivyo ilivyo tu. Sasa tutafanya nini? Lakini mimi nafikiria hao sponsors, mimi nasikia uchungu. Nafikiria hao sponsors nasema wako na potential mingi.
Funny thing,
I wonder where the money is going.
Kila event na kila sport uko na sponsors. So si peke yake iko na big sponsors. The money ndio atujui kwa counted towards what.
Where is it? Ama ndo wametumia kuchimba. Like I'm sure mimi acha kabla nichoke, let me lighten everybody's mood. Let's just listen to some Nyashinski. His new jam just dropped 3 days ago, trending number 3 kwa music pale YouTube. Na so far so good, iko na 141k.
Uni good manze. This a really good.
Jina kubwa. Jina bigi. Bwaku.
Beautiful, beautiful. My love me not miss when you go. No breaking up, impossible. I love you, I have to let you know. Beautiful, beautiful. My love me not miss when you go. No breaking up, impossible. I love you, I have to let you know. Too grown to be toxic. Unasema you just don't understand me. Wanna try. Umejamu ni party. Umekwamia ujui kama ni worth it. Na bado ni wachi. You feel love when we touch, when we kiss. Na ni miss, how ni show, nothing's changed. My love na beautiful, beautiful. My love me not miss when you go. No breaking up, impossible. I love you, I have to let you know. Go beautiful, beautiful. My love me not miss when you go. No breaking up, impossible. I love you, I have to let you know. So down with the talking. Mina nataka tu tucheke tu kidogo ipoe shero. Nimejam sikupati. Unaniambia hata utake uniwachi. Mbona wasiwasi? I feel love when we touch, when we kiss. Nakumiss, nakushow, nothing's changed. My love on the beautiful, beautiful. My love me not miss when you go. No breaking up, impossible. I love you, I have to let you know. Go beautiful, beautiful. My love me not miss when you go. No breaking up, impossible. I love you, I have to let you know. Ona nakufikiria sana. Beautiful, I need you to be close to me. Nakuita, nakuitaji. Beautiful, hawezi pinga destiny. Beautiful, beautiful. My love me nakumiss when you go. Impossible. I love you, I have to let you know. Beautiful, my love me not miss when you go. No breaking up, impossible. I love you, I have to let you know. Go beautiful, beautiful. My love me not miss when you go. No breaking up, impossible.
Mbokali hapo by Nyashinski. Tunafurahi sana, a beautiful song from a beautiful singer. Na kabla tuendelee, I'd like us to furahi kidogo hapa. Na one of the people who are going to be attending the 1st July open mic at 254 Beer District and in collaboration with Radio 254 Palevo West Lando, we have King Kitty right here with Matata.
Hey, Brabbers, wanajona benzo, mimi Brabbers. Badass, wanadai ni madre, but ni nguvu ya baba. Yo kaka, nimefika na drip, niko za madada. Mafala, wanadai kubif, hakuna matata. Brabbers, wanajona benzo, mimi Brabbers. Badass, wanadai ni madre, but ni nguvu ya baba. Yo kaka, nimefika na drip, niko za madada. Mafala, wanadai kubif, hakuna matata. Headback, my headback, hivyo ndo mitazi nasema. Paper, on the daily paper, zanifanya papers. PayPal, my paper, ama send na tap tap. Digida, ameseti madigida, kumeanza kuchacha. Kisha na Aisha, wanaitisha form na ifasha. Itabidi tumesababja, to bless maisha. Tujiblack mashasha na mashisha za head rush, pia makola. Dawa ya homa, dasani na umbrella. Tutana, bila mashukisha. Balance mahaga, masaba, bila za picha. Better pull up design ya mini. Joe ukifika, police, BYOB. I never thought of a time like this, where I will rhyme like this, with a flow like this. They never taught me, I'm self-made. Kuna vitu hamuwezi teach, sijawai figure to this shit too easy. New record kwa jackets, very I respect you do. Make that deposit in a few. Grabba, wanajuna benzo, busy grabba. Fala, wanadai kubi, hakuna matama. It's issue baby, issue baby, issue baby, issue baby, issue baby.
We're back. This is the Amateur Hour right here on Radio 254, your home of Kenyan music and content. 100% 247 365 zote. Hadi tuende micro details. Now, this is your host Jenny and I'm with my co-host Gabu. Na tumekuwa tukiongelea the happenings of the weekend ambayo imepita, when watu wameenda Safari Rally, watu wameenda Naivasha, watu wameenda kucheki magari, and I'm not even sure people know how many cars participate in this. Kama unatusikia, kama hata unatujali, mali tu huko, just guess magari gani zina participatingi.
Watu waambie
isipokuwa Subaru, please Subaru na yo mama outside.
Na Audi, kuna hii nyingine Audi, watu wanajua tu Subaru na Audi boys.
Kila mtu tu anajua tu hizo
Subaru everywhere manze. Ungekuwa Naivasha ungeona some
Toyota,
some machine.
Tell us something relevant. Yeah. No. Yeah. Naja kuna Ford.
Kuna Ford.
Kuna Hyundai.
Kwa sawa, Hyundai, yeah. Kuna Honda.
Agenda.
Kuna Mercedes
Benz.
Kuna BMW, utasawa.
BMW ziko huko.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes. Kuna VW pia.
Anajua tu Subaru, to be honest. I only know Subaru and my mom.
Question marks hapo. Okay. All the ladies know Subaru. True or false? I guess kila dem penyako ajua Subaru ni. Tunajua
Subaru juu hiyo kunyamba. Tunajua Subaru juu hiyo kunyamba. Alafu it sounds so rally-ish.
Yeah. Nikuulize, hiyo sound wewe inafurahisha?
I see. Normally kama umelala.
Yeah.
Kama umelala, that's the worst thing unaweza kuwa ukisikia.
To us men.
For real.
That sound goes deep down, manze.
Ni sawa. Lakini haikusumbui kama umelala labda you're just minding your business kwa your one bed sitter.
All of a sudden kinauma.
Alafu uko nje unasikia tu na ukiangalia ni kabike. Kabike kana nyamba.
Gunshots.
Nachukia hizo, but it's a good thing. At least mimi naona ngazi na kuanga safe kwa sababu ukipita kwa jam kama bike.
Yeah.
Nasikia
uko
inasikia uko iko safer for bikes ama whatever really, but I don't really
Yeah.
mnakangamka
sini enthusiast bana, so the same way unaweza sikiza mziki kali and then uko that's fire.
Yeah.
To the point economy yao ikakuwa so bad, the country iliisha, as in amenities zikakufa, vitu kama hizo, vitu important, trade ikadai, hawezi import ama kuexport anything yao juu hiyo power ya currency hakuna. So inakogana big significance.
I mean, sure, but whose fault? It's the government. And you know, the people who are going to be affected, of course, ni sisi wote. But the people who are mostly going to
feel it.
Juu pia wao wanafanyanga transactions. See ati they just take money. They also do trading and nini. And they're also going to be impacted. And I feel like that's going to be the last draw. Tutaanza kutumia shillings kama Uganda. Na Tanzania.
Let's pray for easy times.
No. Me, I'm praying for hard, difficult times. The prophet of doom. Please, we need to learn a lesson. We
have already learned our lesson.
Have we?
Ever since
it's
the time.
A lie.
Some president left the seat tukafeel the pain.
Yeah.
So, but wacha tuone.
It's unfortunate, lakini sasa tutafanya nini?
Tangoja tu.
What shall we do? Itakuwa vipi?
Okay, now those guys when walikuwa Naivasha manze, I hope you're checking on your friends. Kama walirudi ama walibaki huko.
By the way.
Check on your friends. Kuna wengine warudi ama wanarudi wakiwa traumatized, vitu wameona huko.
Vitu
wamefanya ama wamefanyiwa.
Pia something can have gone wrong. You're going for fun and then Lord makes you remember the fun times are in the past.
Jituambiane ukweli. The dark side of these events ni ati watu hujirusha sana.
It's like a funky.
Watu wana party.
Ni funky ya watu wakubwa.
Watu wakubwa.
Watu wa magari. Watu wa magari.
Yeah?
Watu wa magari.
So imagine how bad it can get. So manze, check on your friends. Kama uli have fun, that's good, but kama ulipitia kakitu, just ambia mtu.
Maze.
Seek help.
Okay, it's not even funny. Acha kucheka Gabu.
Okay.
It can be dangerous for some people.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I hope everybody is safe wherever they are. Oh my God, Kenyans are laughing at the most,
we have a very high sense of humor.
we make jokes out of very
Kenya kuna imenikumbusha kuna a track by wanaitwaje these guys from Soweto inaitwa kwani uji jokes walikuwa naambia wa Kenyans, those Kenyans who get roasted in pale Twitter then wana catch feelings na maybe the intention was just comical so unaulizwa una sense of humor by the kwani uji jokes. This is Kenya, the country of meme lords. So
Kenyans kwanza wamerate the highest in Twitter bullying.
Kama
like number 1
TD Jakes, you know that pastor, that American pastor. Time alikuwa Kenya alisema we are very polite and humble people, but when we get hot pale social media utashangaa manze. You'll get roasted out of all those platforms. But sini wapoa by the way, tuko tuna a very high sense of humor. It can get a little bit dark. The sense of humor ni humor. Kama uji jokes pole.
Oh my god, utaumia tu uko peke yako tu.
Manze,
lakini Kenyans pia wanaweza kuwa wakora kidogo. But it's good. It's good. Juu pia imetusaidia to handle our shit so far as a country. I think the most mkora thing we've ever done as a country was the changing of currency from Wanyama. From pesos to Wanyama. That thing was under the water.
A lot
and it was to clear up some deaths and CG, I don't know what, and there was masks around this time.
Kuna watu walikimbia na pesa kwa magunia. Trust me. Kwanza I remember in our place kuna these politicians wenye walikuwa na wamestack a lot of cash in their places. So at the time it was announced that the watu wapeleke pesa kwa mabank ama wa get rid of the old note. These guys were giving people money.
What?
Walikuwa wanasimamisha, wanasema wana text a guy wanamwambia ambia watu fulani wakuje kwa kiwanja fulani chini ya maji wakuje. So walikuwa wanafika wanapatiwa do.
Wao waende wapeane
1000
wao waende wa exchange instead of wao wenyewe.
So ilikuwa very big, ilikuwa drama kubwa sana, but Kenya is full of dramas. So to expecting anything less. Kila day tuna expect something.
Unakuanga tu hivi uko chonjo tu uko koridho. We're about to go on a short break before we end the show. It's 6 minutes to the top of the hour. And kapa hivi kuna mtu tumepoteza, sijui hata kama anatengenezanga music anymore. Aitwa Kendrazy. Kendrazy mara mwisho kumsikia ulimsikia lini? Surely.
Kendrazy ni kitambo sana. Kitambo sana. Kijana mfupi, Mbilikimo Mkora.
I love this jam. Nani ya kitambo?
This guy.
I love this jam sana.
Buzz on bass, walikuwa na buzz
even ndo mimi nachekanga. Hiyo ya kitambo. Hiyo ndo we're gonna play Mbilikimo Mkora, and hivyo ndo kunaendanga by Kendrazy and featuring very many other Kenyan artists. And I hope that you enjoy the jam.
You have a nice week.
Bado hatuja log out.
Wanasikiza ngoma ndio have a nice week. Sika uko moody, acha kuwa moody
Maze. Sikiza.
Mbilikimo Mkora.
Mbilikimo Mkora. Mbilikimo Mkora. Mademo shasorora dalili ya bakora. Sawa na niita Mbilikimo Mkora. Mbilikimo Mkora. Mbilikimo Mkora. Mademo shasorora dalili ya bakora. Sawa na niita Mbilikimo Mkora. Tuko straight tumesimama wengi kama 4 line. Kucheki naona sizi ogola. Msupa mfupi anaitwa Zipora. Nikaenda straight alafu nikamhola. Naitwa Ken Kawali bora. Nimekuwa tu hapa nyuma nikikusorora. Unangoja matatu za Dandora.
Hapana, na chimpeste yangu anaitwa Laura.
Kunicheki fiti
When Kendrazy.
Ule wa kofia na kaptula. Twende hivi down hata mtani ucheki.
Yes swali hata.
Mi nani nikatia fora. Jina kubwa hata mesau story ya Laura. Akona nikibaisi ni hapo kwa chemist.
Kendrazy weni Mbilikimo Mkora.
Mbilikimo Mkora. Mbilikimo Mkora. Mademo washasorora dalili ya bakora. Sawa na niita Mbilikimo Mkora. Mbilikimo Mkora. Mbilikimo Mkora. Mademo washasorora dalili ya bakora. Sawa na niita Mbilikimo Mkora. Interview naulizwa hizo wimbo mi uroga. Ni true story ama ni vitu mi uota? Mi na wajibu hizo fimbo nyubanjuka sizo wasaidia sana kubonga. Niliamua badala mini kwa jambazi mkora, kupora watu kwa kona usiku na manjora. Dijobina wa moro but still gimamora. Hiyo ni kuroga kuandika hizi ngoma. Kadem kameka mkunilimo anaka mimo anasema ametoka Tabora all the way mpaka hapa tu kuniona. Okay, unapenda movie
Kwanza za kushtua mimi nazipenda sana.
Nikaeka kama sutra badala hora.
Kirezi wewe ni milikimo mkora.
Milikimo mkora. Milikimo mkora. Mademo washasorora dalili ya bakora. Wananiita milikimo mkora. Milikimo mkora. Milikimo mkora. Mademo washasorora dalili ya bakora. Wananiita milikimo mkora. Kila jioni kasup na kamtura tunaongeza vitambi, nafanya ngoma nipate pate madola kama kawaida ya milikimo mkora.
Kasupu na sembe ni kushiba mzee.
Tunaongeza vitambi.
Kasupu na sembe ni kushiba
kawaida.
Milikimo mkora.
Milikimo mkora. Milikimo mkora. Mademo washasorora dalili ya bakora. Wananiita milikimo mkora. Milikimo mkora. Milikimo mkora. Mademo washasorora dalili ya bakora. Wananiita milikimo mkora.
Let me show you how.
Kama kawaida tunajua siku zimeenda sana.
Hivyo ndo zinaendanga.
Kasupu na simba mzee.
Weekend race. Majirani. Visita. Grandpa kama kawa.
Kawaida tunajua siku zimeenda sana.
Hivyo ndo zinaendanga.
Kasupu na sembe ya kushiba. Kama kawaida tunajua siku zimeenda sana.
Hivyo ndo zinaendanga.
Kasupu na sembe ya kushiba mzee.
Weekend race. Majirani. Visita. Grandpa kama
kota umekufa kwa mkasi bwiga va imekusu nja ukastuko kadai akimbona lakini kimsupa jua kumbe nimerimela so napiga nduru jushapoteza ngahela lakini hapana jali hivyo ndo kunaenda mwenye pasistangu kadai amechapa kuhamia Nairobi kwa wakahaba kuharibia kwanza alikuanga Wanyeri mwanaume unachapwa hivyo ndo kunaenda si dunda 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 na ye hivyo ndo dunda 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 na ye hivyo ndo endanga.
hivyo ndo mimi nachekanga hivyo ndo wananitanga kitambi na papa sanga kasupu na sembe hivyo ndo mimi nakunjanga wakati nilikuwa down kwanza uko town walinishow madharau mafala hao really achana nao wakaenda zao na hivyo ndo waliendanga vera sidika wengi wamekosa kanga siko baya ni vile bolingo zako zimetushika alafu hujazifichanga hivyo ndo wanaotanga nipete naye na hivyo ndo tuliendanga hivyo ndo kunaendanga 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 hivyo ndo kunaendanga.
Zay, a great show, a great day, a great way to start your week on a Monday, right here with us on Radio 254, the amateur show. Kama kawa, kama dawa, we'll be serving it Kenyan daily, 247, 365. Right here in Nairobi, your city, your town. Sending you so much love right here from Radio 254. I've been your host, Ginny.
Yeah, umekona Gabu hapa Top Boy na.
Yes.
Yeah.
And until next time, we're about to usher in the Lunchtime Express.
Yeah.
Boys. Ambao wanakuanga wamekuja na a lot of oomph. And as always, we're keeping it Radio 254. Stay tuned in.
Yeah. Peace. Bye.
Bye.
And yeah, I told you I was thinking Kenyan music international, and so the whole industry at large had to buckle up. You see, we made a lot of money from the original version, but on the remix, the cheddar's gonna double up. They're trying to figure how we get them dollars, cause the money coming shorter than Inspector Mwala. But when I'm back on the deal, on the track I'm a kill, I might be the baddest rapper up on the track, we're stacking the mill. When I wreck this tune, I'll be arrested soon. But Jah guide me, please, hope that you bless me room. So kani kali ni gali, wanawizo chali ni nani, basi swali ni kali, na mindo kari mistari. Hii habari hatari, so keti mbali tafdali. Mimi niko safari kwa gari, mimi niko bandari na Nyali, mimi niko Nairobi Kigali. So if they talking sijali, you at the end, bado mimi ndio trend kalari. Okay. We be happening. Miu wape miu ngaka kashilingi. No bombo clad, no more na ya bingi. Miu make shilingi kwa wingi na siringi. Na kashilingi ni nyingi, watoto tu kwa wingi. Miu wape natanikiwa kwa barabara. Napenda mademu wa fiti, no gwara gwara. Hata hivyo bado miu wana gwara gwara. Track ni safi, wacha mina dara dara. Miu waga juicy pendi tu swara swara. Miu wape nguwa star, I'm a big baller. Miu wape everyday, no white collar. Miu kama solar man, ama kama dollar.
Nikisimama kazi basi rap ikae. Wanataka mini sidish, mini sivae. Yule mchizi to wachaneni nae. Hata angekuwa mlango msibishane nae. Hizo vitimbi ni za mama kayai. Siwezi lima shamba na nitoke kirae. Ni lazima nijaze mavuno kwa makarae. Na kama sivyo basi noma twende karao. Ushailala ndani mara kibao. Utakusanya kuni tukisha tupambao. Ni Abbas na baba yao, babu kubwa. Na jinais kwenye vasi kipe glass kubwa. Kristo, basi basi
We be happening.
This is crazy, amazing. Nasty diva on the microphone. Yeah, I'll be killing them. When I'm taking control, I'll be killing them. When I'm hitting hot notes, I'll be killing them. With the beauty and brains, I'll be killing them. In the 254. Minimum, you're by nature. This hit's from Congo. Don't get it twisted, I'm an African. Call me a beast, but I'm the best.
Boss
to no blank, you know say that we a veteran. Enough of them I know we a be the better man. Intimidating, enough of them a fretter man. Been in the game, enough feel like David Letterman. See enough of them a run, when them see them they get done. Them a try to check the top spot, but none of them a can. Dance all a be witching and we no give up lie. Lyrically them can't cope, see them can't try. We be the chosen ones, so make we show them. Chat behind we back, but we a know them. Them they try catch up, but we a slow them. Acting for them chat, but we not owe them. Me have the remedy, dance and doctor. Love try me give you therapy, new chapter. When dancehall and hip hop a mash up, such combination I bring out disaster.
This remix ni mwapaska maira Kenya hadi Naija niko na pesa mingi nimezibank kataira ma euro ma pound zote mpaka hizo manaira mini bossman kwa game sai nika misi raya washa device kiza mavast twice gambo na dice chingo ni ice brain ni wise watcha my lies na sound nice kushinda origi nitamesha madredi nikaeka Ras Luigi Niki tick tick wana tap tap Niki pop in hama dame wana drop tops Mini na ganji na wewe bado mesleki Mindo nilirusha rabbit na harikimani beti Seti kindukulu mademu wameni pungulu Mluya wabushia mwana wawe pungulu Na ni mahani mtamu kakani Na anapenda mademu wa super kama smart
When I pop in the remix and make it hot, make it come I make them go do press ups, yeah. The way that we hogging them shots And I know that it's so unfair Every time I go in so hard you can't copy Hits when hits in my fence you can't stop it Sweet success in the air you can't block it Money on my mind you know I can't pop it Little girl, come let me show you a thing or two, little girl. Wind up, do you dirty thing, little girl. Make daddy proud, then them you revert. Oh, little girl, come let me show you a thing or two, little girl. Wind up, do you dirty thing, little girl. Make daddy proud, then you revert.
Okay. Right now I'm pacing, chasing, can't stand it. Practically know I'm aiming at and damn I can miss. See I only got two options and they both for the win. And we can rob the facade, there was no option to quit. Damn, nerve-wracking and almost nerve-wracking. Whether you thinking it's the same and not, it really don't matter. I've been through a lot of shit and that's when it comes to chasing dreams, then it really does. See my mindset is unstoppable. No, you're thinking it's laughable. I'm gonna make the young become friends with practical, eh? And up all a day, I'm keeping the key away. I'm just in my dream till I wake in his face. I live a big battle one day. I'm not stuck on my feeling, just wanting the villains who thinking they killing my dreams. I don't break up in the stakes. You cannot catch up, but you cannot match up. I cannot relate. Don't want any fakes. You want me, don't need to leave, not on to stay. Choose this game and for week of faith. I'm revving no lineage, we cannot delay. Choose this game is mine to take. And then we just be. You shouldn't say to my face, I promise to hide with passion and grace. Though I'm a villain, I'm always for winning and waiting and never been much of a cake. Up to your seat and what they feed becomes another piece in my plate.
Nama yang nabazen wameti Oh naizikale Nikifiat kwenye beat mtati Oh na tunaizikale Mnacheza na nani Mikwa beat Shie kwenye beat mtati Oh na tunaizikale
I should have told you from the very start. Come against me, see that won't work. mistari kichwani ni kama mbuku, utadhani miningali hewani, wacha washuku na usidhani ni ukani, nikija nipige look, nitoke tu ni kama mimi the goat, since I debuted and I in the scene, I'm only just not my dreams, style on the bench be sort of unique, and you can bet, flick, coming against me we cannot compete, this is the legend just the past and the present got nothing on me, cause it just got nothing but dreams, I'm holding too much of my to that I can show you, but then you come and break, life is a demo, look, I just up in my lucky break, I've been walking. Come and try me with the tingle in my spine, on the stage just to be mine, I'm not saying I'm conceited, I just wanna hold that mic, get the crowd head bopping, that's when I'm jamming to the bars I drop and also the vibe, cause they think I'm not lying, I don't like to lie, if I hold you any dime, just believe that I'm on time, get repeat until I die, you will probably think I'm messing with your head, that be lies, I'm the damn, that's so fine, in many parts you probably do this for the cloud, I've been doing just the things you probably thinking I cannot, I'm merely step up in the scene and then I raise it up a notch, cause I'm the God on the love, God on the love, God on the love.
Of Genge Fo uonyeshe hiyo gitaa mpaka kwa haga kumara jamaa chini tuulize swali mana rap na tunabonga, ungepata ishi moja kuwa nini na jomo moja na nini, lakini kuna vitu muhimu nafaa kwanza kuangalia kama Mungu hivi akulinda au na yote manzi yake kulia na pia kutia imba na mingi siku sio basi mingi nezangu na nashukuru Mungu na kitabu watu wengi wanataka hawajaona, kuna wengi olewa hawajaelewa, kuna mtu hospitali jana unapewa yajaribu pakalemewa.
Maisha ni mafupi maisha ni
nasikia kulia nikisikia sauti, pia nikikumbuka madhangu ngine vile uniita jina maremu brajo kubwa tuacha mitos jambua hata iloko lo okol kabla hata ike waliwa kabisa beach na saa zingine sitaki mchukulia tino nini ni vile tu nikicheck yangu uti ile ya brother jamaa alikuwa mtu wa reggae na ishpange kwa hapa pamba kione hapo alipado baro ya kuandika ngoma hivyo tatu hapo ngumu kuandika hii verse ya 3 sababu hii verse imededicate watu watatu. Unplugged ya 2002 ndio nitaikumbuka kabisa sababu nilipanda stage moja na maremu Isa ndamsikiza kila siku na mabest ndani ya gari na forever ngoma zake Kenya Jozi Ngari wiki moja taka mimi na wewe tukua igongana najua siku moja Mungu akipenda tutapatana twende tukawake. Nakumbuka vitu poa sana juu yake, bati yangu alikuwa na mimi anajua wapi, na alikuwa na mrespect sana juu ya kitu moja, alikuwa mabeste sana na sisi ataka kuogopa kama kwa ile miaka Jozi nasonga mtu wa tatu mkisoma mama kila saa mchomkila
siku zimeenda na mimi nateta mbona lienda
tafadhali imba na mimi
unampenda tukutana tena Mungu akipenda
usilie cheka na mimi
siku zimeenda na mimi nateta mbona lienda
tafadhali imba na mimi
unampenda tukutana tena Mungu akipenda
usilie cheka na mimi
uliniwacha mibewaham kuwa ni yako zamu, angalau mbia eti unakam nitulize ham wangu wa dhati. Hey, tama zangu zimenikwamia labda huu ni mwisho wa dunia. Safiri salama msalimu Maulana, tutaonana baadaye. Safiri salama msalimu Maulana, tutaonana baadaye. Ndio tutaonana
Okay. Natamani kujua what your plot is. Ata landlord upena notice. Akimaulana ingilia kati. Peace ni expensive but worth it. Kwa nini uliamua kutangolea? Diet yangu imechange, tabia kulea usingizi na kutamani kushoto kulia. Unakuja lini? Nitabasamu tena, unanitenda. Aliyekuchukua sijui nani alimtuma. Maombi ni ati wakati rudi nyuma. Jioni nikirudi nikupate kwa nyumba. Jiji zimeshikana ni ngumu kuvunja, but kauna raka nenda kwanza. Niko na iBag sijalala, na usalimie Maulana.
Safiri salama, salimu Maulana, tutaonana baadaye. Oh, safiri salama, salimu Maulana, tutaonana baadaye. Ndio tutaonana baadaye. Oh, nakam mpendwa, tabasamu, tutaonana baadaye. Oh, nakam mpendwa, tabasamu, tutaonana baadaye. Na ndio tutaonana baadaye. Tutaonana baadaye. Pendo tabasamu, tutaonana baadaye.
Because they are the ones who had like a relationship with the other person. So it's
let me take that again. What I pretty much said before is I play that song back to back, Amos and Josh, Baadaye featuring King Kaka and Nonini, Waliotuacha, for just a special dedication to our brother George Mark. Yes. And the family, Terry, and everyone who actually had lost someone very close to them last week, being buried today, and telling them that we are with them in their thoughts and prayers, and may God also rest the soul of the departed in eternal peace.
Amen. Amen. Yeah, so what I was saying is that I was saying like it's very hard for you to say that you understand the pain of someone who is grieving, because they are the people who know the extent of the grief, because they're the people who had like a personal relationship with the deceased. So you know when you are consoling someone who is grieving, I find it very inappropriate for you to say that you understand their grief, because you really don't. Because you don't.
So do you think people really just say that out of
they say
out of
like,
sheer support, or out of
they say it out of innocence, maybe or naivety.
Most of them
innocence. Ni kama vile I can tell you habari yako and the automatic answer is mzuri, even though you may not be feeling good. No. So, but for try, even when you're trying to console someone who is grieving, I mean, I find like telling them that sorry, I know how you feel. No, you don't, because unless you're in the same position, ama you've
ever gone through,
ama you are sharing like maybe you're sharing.
So like the lows, the grievance.
Yeah. Unless you also in the same level of relationship with the deceased.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the only time you may think that you understand, and even then, people grieve differently.
All right.
So yeah. Anyway, losing a person is not easy. So sending positive thoughts and prayers to George's family as they during this hard time. So he's not here with us, but of course he will be joining us tomorrow, I guess. But even if he wanna take a time off, I think we can still give him a time off. Yeah, so what do we have for us now? Back to more lively stuff.
First of all, welcome to the Lunchtime Express. My name is Michael Osotsi.
And me, Ron Chege.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's been a pretty much crazy weekend for a lot of people. How was your weekend, man?
My weekend was, I'd say it was very uneventful. Because in comparison with all the events that were taking place, mine was very uneventful. So niliona wa Kenya huko hivi Naivasha wa I think the liquor industry is like smiling all the way to the bank because hii weekend Kenya wamemimina mvinyo.
I was speaking to a friend of mine before I came here, and now listen, Afco.
Sorry?
I was speaking to a friend of mine before he came here. Now listen, Mapombe waliendea Afco.
Afco?
The army place.
Oh.
Yeah. So I think maybe just to cut on costs.
Hey, Maze, Afco, man. Is it called Afco or Defco?
Afco. I never know. Me should know it as Afco. It's Defco. Defense.
Something.
Defense forces something.
Yeah, defense forces. I
don't know.
But it's Defco. Yeah.
Defco, not Afco. All right,
yeah,
Defco.
Yeah,
it's stand corrected actually. Yeah.
So they went for Lendete yao Defco.
Lende
mingi.
Ndio ende mingi. Chumi imekuwa mbaya.
Si hata wana pesa ni ati ndio multiply.
Yeah, but I didn't really follow the rally event. I don't know. My weekend was, I wouldn't call it silent. I just spent it with fam, and I'm actually happy because the matriarch is in town.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So she came on Saturday. So I would say mine was eventful, just spending time with family.
Oh yeah.
All that. So
I mean that's eventful. No, having the matriarch around.
It's going to be around for I know the next 2 or 3 weeks. So
wow.
So me, I'm very
I think I'm just gonna come and say hi.
Oh yeah, definitely, man.
I'll come and say hi. Yeah.
So right about now, I wanna play you guys a song. I've been jamming to this song. This song, I can see it was released like 8 months ago. But I knew it over the weekend, man. This is just jamming to it.
Okay.
It's called MCA or Cardinali.
MCA. Okay. Let's listen.
MC, still MCA, USA, USB, nakachaja type C. Character we develop vipa, ADHD, ndani ya ABNB. MC, still MCA, USB, nakachaja type C. Character we ADHD, ABNB.
Angu bado ni JVC, old school blood, mi wona KBC. Kitu mbaya si wasiski, watu wa CBC unaweza tuita Gen Z. Same things, she still never change, bado MVP, tukimalizanga game. Sioni haya zetu zikikana shi, mi ndo VIP, kwa show zote mna attend. JYK, ukituona JYK, jabi imewaribu South C. Barricade, kuna wale wanaike, jeshadi imekam kuwaribu South B. AV, ukidai tuchome scene, kachoma picha jua tunaga ID. MP ya jeskia our plea, mara IBC vitu wate tusaidi.
MC, still MC, USA, USB, charger types. tangu imetipa BNB MC still USA USB na kachaja type C Vipa ADHD ndani ya BNB.
Yo, ni kama ndo niloletea corona. Wanabonga very bad loud dawa maheta mdhi snake kula kona sababu shit zao music oneshanga arrogance. Nikitaka peng labda nikitaka ring, Lupita Anyezi labda akitaka ring, juu ni kuficha ring tukeduma featuring Sprite lean na nicotine dry gin na nicotine. Hi honey I'm home na zikindaga gaten gitesha gaten na Naivasha ama nikupeleke Rhodesia ama dampa kamoro acha ni ani kuwa Igoro.
MC still MCA USA USB na kachaja type C character we me develop vipa ADHD ndani ya BNB MC ADHD ndani ya BNB.
Yo, this year niko fully loaded. MCA mbele ya wase skuli gode. Sijus kazi jo uchumi ngori. Usilize nafanya nini niko shughuli zote. Usimes na ishi ni deep. Dem yako kumdishin limpimp. Kurura windows ni tint. Karawa na chunguza ninyo ina stink. Brethren, how you behaving? KSM vitu tulifanya Airbnb. MC wenu bado MCM. That's why they can compare me and them. Juu ya chats kama VOM. Juu ya cash uone violence. Niluliza motherland ama ubaiwe Benz. Kovi on demand, warazi wana tens.
MC still MCA USA USB na kachaja type C character we me develop vipa ADHD ndani ya BNB. MC still MCA USA USB na kachaja type C character we me develop vipa ADHD ndani ya BNB. MC still MCA USA USB na kachaja type C character we me develop vipa ADHD ndani ya BNB. MC still MCA USA USB na kachaja type C character we me develop vipa ADHD ndani ya BNB.
They go by the name of Cardinali MCA. I'm telling you, ever since I discovered this song last weekend, I've been playing it back to back in my head,
in your head
on the phone. Na sasa unaniuliza, hii ni ngoma ya kitambo. But that's the joy of discovering music, new music. Not even new music, I would call it.
I mean, it's new to you.
Oh, it's new to me, yeah. Yeah, after quite a while.
yeah.
You know that kind of music that has been played, let's say in clubs or in places. Afko pale kwa club, ishabo watu. When the DJ plays that song, guys, wendo kotu hapo like, yeah.
Wendo unasema wazi.
That's my song. Guys are looking at you.
Nataka kuhug DJ juu. Watu wanashangaa what's up with this guy. Imenikumbusha certain incident.
Yeah.
So tulikuwa tumediscover ni ngoma gani hiyo? Kuna ngoma fulani hapo hivi tulidiscover, alafu I discovered it via my friend. So tuko hapo kwanza dem fulani hapo akakam. Tukamwambia kuna ngoma hapa hivi manzee, ni ngoma kali, ni mpya hivi, hiyo niko sure hujasikia.
Yeah.
Then kumwekea hivi akasema, yani you guys ndio mnasikia hii ngoma. I mean this song is 2 years old. Ndio nikaangalianga kwa YouTube the date of release. And it's true. I've never been ashamed
no,
but again.
But there's no shame. There's no shame. Unaongeza viewership, unaongeza fanatism.
Ni hiyo design ya vile tuko excited alafu tunamwambia ni ngoma mpya.
Yeah.
Alafu sasa I blamed my friend. Nikamwambia, why did you make me believe this is a new song?
To me there's no shame, man. Good music. Hata kama unasikia 3 years later, 4 years later, because I think it was around 2016 or 2017 is when I actually jumped into the other side of actually being a fanatic of rumba. And now you can imagine between 2017 up to now, the songs that I've just have to learn, the new songs of rumba. I mean, and hizo ni ngoma za kitambo, but I still jump to them.
Oh yeah. You're right. Yeah, but how is it on the rumba side?
Oh man. Come on, I think, what was it? Was it 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. There's a day we just decided it's going to be Rumba all the way when we're coming to studio and leaving the studio.
Yeah, I mean, so Rumba.
And you're looking for that song. Ile ngoma inaitwaje? Remember? Nairobi.
Yeah. So, I mean, I love Rumba, but on a selected playlist.
Okay.
Like I have never I can't say I'm an avid listener of Rumba, but once in a while I come across a Rumba song that completely sweeps me off my feet,
right.
and I have to play it over and over and over, and then I forget about it. Then after maybe a few months, I remember about it. Then I play it back to back until it's no longer music to the ears.
I think we should do a Rumba thing one of these fine days.
Yeah, but how many Rumbas Kenyan songs?
Very, very. Are you talking about contemporary, recent, or
just we are not
Sentinel
talking
kind
about,
of music?
We are not talking about Sauti Sol.
Yeah.
So
it's like Sentinel, zile za kitambo kidogo. I think they're pretty much there, but very, very, very few, because a lot of Rumba.
Zinaweza sustain show.
Not really. The fanatism would be that that exhilarated that much, but because we've borrowed so much from the Congolese, definitely, when it comes to that and that kind of music. But I mean, they're pretty much good artists. And there's a judge I know. I can't remember his name, but he's in a band.
A judge.
Yeah, a Kenyan judge. I think he does that as a hobby free time. So he does some bit of Rumba and zile zopendwa. So yeah.
So he does covers. So he writes.
No covers. He's like in a proper band. Yeah.
And he's.
I find that very cool. He's good. Yeah. I'll actually look it up and show you.
Yeah, I mean, he's pulling some CEO type of shit.
Yeah.
Like, you have time to have a band, and then on weekdays you are very serious with your.
You're very serious
with your clock.
Yeah.
and a mantle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that sounds very cool. Anyway.
All right. Yeah. So over the weekend, something was happening over there in Russia. Yes.
Oh yeah, you told me about it.
Mzee of Vladimir Putin. Somebody wanted. I don't know. These things. You never know. But from face value, so there's one of his close aides called I think it's Zikochin or something. I can't really pronounce those names well. He's in charge of a certain mercenary group called the Wagner Group, right? Wagner Group. So Wagner Group wanted to take over Russia. So they started by, they wanted to capture Moscow. And at some point, Putin, I don't know whether he escaped or something, but they didn't really capture. But they're on the verge on actually to overthrow Putin. So after a while, of course, Putin alitokea tu tena akasema, yo, you're not going to do the deed to me, man. Yeah, so he just said, so those guys had to retreat. And something interesting about this guy, he's nicknamed Putin's chef because he owns a chain of restaurants that actually supply food to the state, right? So this is a guy that has been friends with Putin for quite a long time, and pretty much a prodigy of Putin. So ende alikuwa anataka kumgeuzia mazee.
I mean, for me, I have a theory.
Yeah.
And my theory is
your theory.
So I think hapa kuna any takeover that was happening.
Yeah.
It was just a showmanship.
You think it was a fallacy?
Yeah, because from the rumors, as you said before, it was potentially funded by the CIA.
Okay.
So I mean, think about it. You've said the guy's nickname Putin Chef.
Putin Chef, yeah.
Putin Chef.
Yep.
So meaning this guy has a lot of interest in Russia itself.
Definitely.
So think about if you own, and of course you said that he owns like a chain of restaurants.
And of course, and also the mercenary group, which has been given a lot of definitely contracts.
I know Ragnar
massive cash
group,
there,
and it's very notorious. Like they are everywhere. Like anyone who needs their dirty job done Ragnar Group. They have been even in Africa, man. I think they were in Gabon, I think. Gabon, they have, especially even they've gotten contracts from the US, where US doesn't want to, doesn't want to send its soldiers, but they send give them contracts so that they can do all the dirty jobs. And the reputation of these guys is sick. Like these guys have been accused of all kind of atrocities. And
I remember I think, was it the previous US elections? There were talks that Russia interfered with the elections.
Oh yeah.
And the pointers are pointing to this Wagner group.
Wagner,
And this guy actually denied it, but he started coming out and portraying himself like, I had something to do with that.
I mean, no bad publicity is bad publicity,
So you want to say that these guys actually just outplayed?
Yeah, I kind of feel like because I mean, at the end of the day, Russia is not as liberal as the US. So if Putin is to shut down was to say, I'm going to shut down all his restaurants. I mean, it will be done within hours. The guy will be like, so it's not in his best interest to disrupt like the status quo, So I kind of feel like, they took the money and then they say, you know what, we're going to put some theatrics here and there. I mean, because let's think about it. I mean, yes, Ragnar is a pretty big group. But you can't say it can outcompete like the army itself. If anyone is to overthrow the government of Russia, it's gonna be the Russian army.
Yeah, of course you can just a few people.
Like you cannot come from outside.
And you see, even these guys didn't have the advantage of an airstrike.
I mean,
it made with the army.
I mean, So for me, I think it was just a showmanship, so that the CIA wasisikie vibaya sana.
Let me tell you why I felt a little bit sad when I actually saw that story. I remember the story of when Russia and China and India, South Africa wanted to come together and form a common currency that trade with globally. That was what was making me sad. So I was like, okay, fine. So this is going to be just swept under the carpet like that.
No.
If this guy had actually, bent to the pressure of the West, so definitely I was like, okay, now we're messed up, man. The dollar is going to...
I don't think when the wave of change comes, nothing you can do that can I kind of feel like the US is finding the fate is sealed, man. That boat is off the harbor. Like they should, I mean, the change is coming because ukiona underdogs ka Kenya wako very bold about saying that they want to stop using the dollar. Or they need an alternative. I mean, that ship has sailed.
And do you think this is a conversation that would actually sweep across the waves in African nations, especially, with African leaders? Because you see, when you have, let's say, 2, 3, 5 or 10 leaders, just having one voice and saying, okay, fine. We've been dominated by the dollar for quite a long time. Let's change tact. We also have a voice. We also have a say. Because you look at countries like Congo. I mean, very rich in resources, right? All the raw materials used by countries in the West or East, to make all manner of things, batteries, bombs, nuclear weapons, name it, right? But now you're not speaking in one voice. But do you actually think this conversation is going to change?
Well, think about it, Mike. I mean, we're now if China, if you put China and US side to side and try and see who has more influence on Africa, China will take it day in, day out.
Definitely, yeah.
So because they even have leverage over Africa in terms of loans and debts. Now, think about the top countries because America has not been a good big brother. Like they have been naughty. They have been very naughty because they have tried to patronize in countries. They have tried to try to influence the change that they need and in most cases the change has not been that good. Now, I think South Africa is already off that, you know.
Yeah.
South Africa already wako kwa hiyo camp ingine. In fact, they are leading the way on that front.
Yeah.
So we have Kenya also speaking the same language. Think of Ethiopia, man. These guys have not been interested in even. It's only recently that they started even using the dollar. And if you think about it, also China does have leverage over Ethiopia because I mean they have their own thing going on. So think about what other countries.
African countries.
Yeah, the top countries. Now, Nigeria, I'm not sure where they stand because I think they stand with the person who paid the biggest check. So if a Chinese man came with a really big ass check,
I'd like to think of Zambia.
Oh yeah, Zambia.
The guy that came in
already colonized.
Oh man, the guy that came in, causing serious waves there. So I really hope Zambia and the certain president who actually during the climate summit that was happening in France, there's also another president who actually gave a very, very powerful speech. I'll let find out where he's from. Yeah, and personally, I think there's something that PLO Lumumba said saying back that we are so enslaved by the dollar that you see you're from Kenya, you go to Ethiopia and you remove Kenyan shillings and they wonder what is this, but you remove the dollar and they say now this.
Now
this is the deal. Now we are speaking
our language.
We're speaking our language, you see. And we have over 15, 20 currencies in Africa. So means that you're definitely not united.
Yeah. And also, you know, even in the Francophone countries, you know, there has been like an anti-Western, you know, sort of like movement going on.
Yeah.
You know, you've seen what is happening in Mali. You what is happening even in just all other in Niger, I think, where you find that Benin.
Yeah.
You know, where you're finding now that people are like having this, you know, countries are chasing like the Western countries. Ex-colonizers, you may say. They are chasing them off the country because they're tired. Because I think what France has been doing to the Francophone countries is bad.
Oh yeah.
But and I'm really happy.
A lot of countries are actually having issues with France and the French actually.
Yeah, because I mean that's pure slavery.
Yeah.
And I mean these guys. You know, France first of all started by enslaving Africans in the slavery time.
Yeah.
And then they came back and colonized them again. Now we are not gonna take you off your land because we don't want you to come to our land because you guys are multiplying very fast.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna come to your land and rule you from there. They did that. And even after when they left, now they say now you're gonna stay there and we're gonna stay here, but we are also you're gonna still be paying us some, you know, like this France, like it's a very you know.
Yeah, hold on to that one because I'm gonna be asking you something important when you come back from the music break. It's actually 10 minutes to the top of there. This is Lunchtime Express on Radio 254. Now let's listen to Sam Breeder featuring Major Gin Ama Whiskey.
Ndakunywa gin ama whisky. Ladies say hey ukiwa tipsy. Leo nataka chupa moja ama mbili. Kawe ni gazla chesa ya nini? Ndakunywa gin ama whisky. Ladies say hey ukiwa tipsy. Leo nataka chupa moja ama mbili. Kawe ni gazla chesa ya nini? Ndakunywa gin ama whisky. Gin ama whisky. Ndakunywa gin ama whisky. Ama whiskey, niko majika SpongeBob na Staga. Tabia zilifanya mtoto chama kiona kada. Pia moja handas njugu karanga. Bado uko soba tumekunywa tangu jana. Kitenda wili tega, kitenda wili tega. Glass yangu ina kinywaji bila chesa. Nakunywa nini? Jinde inaweza. Alafu weka vodoski kwa meza. Na sina cash neza lipa na M-Pesa. Ngaleta fine whiskey, ngaleta chesa. Ngasema napenda batoto ngaweza. Don't drink and drive, that's the wrong thing. But me German masiniko kwa parking. Designated driver pia kwa maji. Na sizi lala bukla ama kwa lodging. Gin ama whiskey, ladies say hey ukiwa tipsy. Leo nataka chupa moja ama mbili, kawe ni gazla chesa ya nini? Tutakunywa gin ama whiskey, ladies say hey ukiwa tipsy. Leo nataka chupa moja ama mbili, kawe ni gazla chesa ya nini? Tutakunywa gin ama whiskey, gin ama whiskey. Tutakunywa gin ama whiskey, gin ama whiskey.
Ukiniona nite chairman, pewa mbili. Ukiniona nite mhesh, pewa mbili. Tunaanza polite na mvinyo, tukiteremsha na kamino. Nikilewa miuku wa singo, kunywa pombe tuanze kumingo. Kaa kuna tumbler tunatumia vikombe, kaa kuna vikombe tunatumia mikebe. Lazima tulewe, itu nice na tupige makelele. Leo ni kutingika, ni kulewa, leo ni kutingika. Tafuta za uba, usijali mzinga ndanunu. Tunapiga sherehe usiku mzima hadi tuone juu. Niko na swali niulize, niko na swali niulize, niulize. Ni nini ukikunywa lazima ukunje sura? Munataka mzinga ama munataka shots?
Tutakunywa gin ama whiskey, ladies say hey ukiwa tipsy. Leo nataka chupa moja ama mbili, kawe ni gazla chesa ya nini? Tutakunywa gin ama whiskey, ladies say hey ukiwa tipsy. Leo nataka chupa moja ama mbili, kawe ni gazla chesa ya nini? Tutakunywa gin ama whiskey, gin ama whiskey. Tutakunywa gin ama whiskey, gin ama whiskey.
You killed this one. Big Baba. Yo Metro Sukano.
Fika by 8, usichelewe. Uzuri jami na ishanga by 7. Alafu 9, 10, 11. No disturbance ni mimi na wewe. Nipe tu masa kada, masa kada, masa kada. Na wewe nipe tu masa kada, masa kada, masa kada. Na wewe well, long time no see. Kumbe uneza keep time, I see. I'm only toka by 6. Expressway nukalipa toll fee. Nakumbuka tukipatwa lodging na ule chali yako ponyi. Ulikuwaga sana softy, alipigwa transfer, sasa uko lonely. Ndo maana unanisaka sana. Friday usiku na Saturday mchana. Sleep over to Viper pajamas. Bad girl we unaga manas. But nakupenda hivo. Hii kwa titi, hiki kwa shingo. I'm very simple. Niko na time leo sitoki kwa wingo. Fika by 8, usichelewe. Uzuri jami na ishanga by 7. Alafu 9, 10, 11. No disturbance ni mimi na wewe. Nipe tu masa kada, masa kada, masa kada. Na wewe nipe tu masa kada, masa kada, masa kada. Na wewe haga ndo meongeza times 3. But bado na kufollow IG. Million ulihamia South Sea. I'll drop you, it's fine by me. Una say ni fantasy. Ati unapata Big Baba for free. Una flavor me na pre. Yeah, una flavor me na pre. Position for me nicely. Touch your toes, 6:30. Toa nini, toa panty. What's my name? Big Daddy. Kakasi mi mani, miuza makuzama na siduma. Vidu pause na itaji timing. Fika by 8, usichelewe. Uzuri jami na ishanga by 7. Alafu 9, 10, 11. No disturbance ni mimi na wewe. Nipe tu masa kada, masa kada. usichelewe. Uzuri jami naishanga by 7, alafu 9, 10, 11 no disturbance, ni mimi na wewe. Nipe tu masa kada na wewe. Nipe tu masa kada na wewe.
Breeder Fika by 8 playing right here on Radio 254, or if you like it, 254 Radio, where you play nothing but the best of Kenyan music 365 24/7. You're chilling out with me, Michael Osotsi
Ronchege.
Na umesikia Breeder amesema fika by 8 usichelewe. Unajua jam inaishanga by 7, alafu 9, 10, 11 ni mimi na wewe. So yeah. 3 minutes to the top of the hour. Oh ladies, you've had it. Fika by 8 usichelewe. Jam inaishanga by 7.
Kitu a sleepover bana.
Yeah. Any other excuse, you know the jam ends by 7.
Jam inaishanga by 7 ya kwenye Breeder na unajua Breeder ni waronga.
Wow.
So in other words,
so what time do you have to leave town?
Okay, lakini jamu ya ronga siku hizi inaisha by saa 2 itakuwa imeisha, atakaa Breeder alitudanganya kidogo hapo. But by saa 2 unafaa ufike
mazee.
Alafu patiane masaa
9 and 11. So what happens after 11? You chest away?
Sasa sijui wanaendanga Breeder hatuendelezea.
That's Breeder. Actually, before the music break, we were talking about very, very interesting things.
Yeah.
The Anglophone speaking countries and what the French is actually doing to the former dependencies. And we have what is called neocolonialism, right? Yeah, pretty much is the use of economic, political or cultural or other pressures to control or influence other countries, especially former dependencies.
Yeah.
So that's what actually the French is doing. Now my question to you right now is, given the chance, you as Ron, let's say umeambiwa now your vote nimebakia mwisho, your deciding vote, it's either you go left or right. So it says, would you actually support if tables were to turn around to be a colonizer, to the West?
We be a colonizer to the West?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, maybe I want to feel how it feels to colonize people anyway. Because I know how it feels to be colonized. So I'm curious about how it feels to be on the other side of the fence. And maybe I'll understand them more. But anyway, the truth be told, even if, let's just say, let me tell you one thing. Africans, we were the way, according to our customs and we were not really like the kind of people who colonized each other.
Yeah.
I know we had empires, on a quest of like expanding empires. Maybe they did, but I'm just saying that the way we were, the kind of spiritual people we were.
Oh yeah.
A few days ago, I was watching a documentary on the French slavery. It wasn't any difference from what the US was doing. The slavery and stuff. And I thought to myself, because we, most white people try to justify slavery by saying also Africans were enslaving their own. But the difference is the slave was part of the family.
Okay.
Yeah, he or she might have been doing more work, but he was still considered part of the family. And the atrocities like hanging them, beating them, because in fact slavery in the African term, what the white man is trying to justify as slavery was more like borrowing. Maybe me Mike niko na deni yangu. Maybe tuseme uko na deni yako. Uko na deni yangu, si ndio? So what you will do that you will give me Keilani. Si ndio? Sasa anaishi na mimi kwangu. Then once your debt is paid, she comes back to you. But haimaanishi alikuwa na nyimo food. Alikuwa na nini? Like she was just part of the family, only that they came to work for me. Nika mfanyikazi wa nyumba tu venye amekama nafanya tu kazi za afya. But it was not as atrocious as the as the white man slavery, because that you're being treated as both property and as an animal, not a human being. Because according to them, you're inferior, you didn't have a soul. So, they justified that by ensure that you guys remain illiterate to their ways of like their language and stuff. So you just knew how to communicate, but read and write.
So I usually wonder how these guys had power over us. Why wasn't it us that actually had to do the side of the world? It had to be them to discover this side of the world.
I think it's just being raised with different values. Because for Africans, it's not that we were not adventurous, because we had like Africans sailing, for example, like it's said that the Solomon Islanders, the people, the black people with blonde hairs, those are indigenous to the Solomon Islands. Those are the natives of the Solomon Islands. And they are. It's not that we were not, but our intention, the intention of, when you're coming from a history of Vikings and the barbarians, when you're coming from that kind of, if that's your lineage, what do you expect when you get guns and better ships?
It will be massive.
Yeah, you go big.
Yeah, it will be
you
massive.
go big.
Yeah.
So because that's their lineage.
Yeah.
Like that's how
it's like it's ingrained in them.
Yeah.
If you ask me, actually, if given the chance to be a colonizer, I wouldn't even think twice. The kind of atrocities we actually read, what happened.
Would you rather be the person who is? Would you rather be the person who is putting all these atrocities, or would be, the victim?
Victim, no.
Okay.
I'm representing our forefathers. There, I can come on. Being a victim twice. Victim. I'm definitely a victim by birth, but way later. But I'm not a victim by circumstance. Firsthand. Colonialism, what our forefathers actually experienced. Given a chance to, I don't want to say retaliate, revenge, but hey, man.
For me, as per now, as the way I'm feeling like right now, as Ronsley, and being brought the way that I did, I don't think I would want to commit any atrocity against anyone. I would want to be a person who to enable that. But I'm just saying that
what's the difference between an enabler and
there's no difference. I would want to be a person who is enabling.
Oh, you didn't want to be.
You wouldn't want.
I
wouldn't want to. So, but that doesn't mean I'm also, these are questions that goes through my mind. Like, what will happen? Will we be any different if if the tables had turned and we were the one who was, I don't think we would be any different.
No, it would be.
But I feel like coming from the background that we were coming in terms of culture and stuff, I don't think Africans had like that expansionist mentality whereby you go and colonize people and and force them to follow your ways. So I feel that reality will never have happened. Because remember when we were doing like some history books, they said some of the challenges that faced colonialists was the hostile they used to call us hostile natives.
Hostile natives, yeah. ones who actually just retaliate and
I mean, so that's you are being called hostile for not allowing someone to step on you. So I mean,
but just anyway, just to be clear, I definitely wouldn't want to commit any atrocities on anyone, in terms of revenge or just paying back. Because I actually saw a documentary from South Africa actually. So there are these whites that are there living in very, very poor neighborhoods, and they're actually receiving some sort of backlash from, I would say, Africans. And they are enjoying, of course, Africans are enjoying the same way, fine. You did this to us, now you pay the price. And you would hear some of them speak, and say, like, we didn't have anything to do with what happened in the previous years. Definitely, it wasn't us, it wasn't. So, you see, generations have actually come and gone. And right now we're having different people in a different generation, different times. So I think if it was to happen,
no, let me.
I don't know.
Let me correct you.
I'm just saying. All right.
Now, talking of South Africa, actually, South Africa is a classic example of what will happen if the table starts.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, and what do I mean by that? Because trust me, the South African didn't retaliate. Because if you compare, if you compare apartheid with how the situation is right now, I mean, it only
of course
means
they haven't gotten to that point.
Now, what is happening in South Africa is what we will call equality. Now, white people and black people alike are feeling like the heat of the economy.
Yeah.
Because when you say, I mean, white people in South Africa are in poor neighborhood, there is also black people in poor neighborhood.
I know. I know.
So it's not about being a white person or being black person. We are all feeling the heat the same way.
Yeah. No,
Okay?
but the documentary was pretty much focusing on how the poor white people are being sort of like stepped on. By the blacks.
I kind of see the documentary you're talking about.
Yeah.
I can
think
see
you know
it's about Reggie. The guy is called Reggie.
Yeah, Reggie from used to do something from UK.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, Reggie.
So I watched that documentary.
Yeah.
But it's only that, you're saying no one is stepping on anyone. Trust me, no one is stepping on anyone. It's only that, there's these young people in South Africa, black kids, who the only place where they can go and chill and drink and have fun is next to a camp where the homeless white people have set their camp. So it almost looks like a mockery. But let's say, for example, because if you look, that place looked more like Uhuru Park.
Yes, it did.
It's more like Uhuru Park. There's a little lake there. So imagine if all the people, every time we went to, like, say, Vasha with your cars and you're having fun and drinking and shouting and you're next to a slum and then you say that, okay, you know what, we are mocking the people who live with our it's the same thing. So I don't think it's about them. It's only that both black people and white people are feeling the heat alike. That's what equality is all about. Even in the US, that's how it should have been. Like, if there was equality in the US, then we'll because in the US there is a systematic efforts to suppress, like, the black man so that they don't rise to a certain.
Definitely,
okay. So even if you look in terms of, like, in terms of education, in terms of mortgages and loans and bank services,
even career advancement.
Exactly.
Because
now, for example, you find that the school system in the US is one of segregation, whereby kama umetoka Kibera inamaanisha hauwezi toka ukaenda ukasomea tuseme Karen. awezi somea Karen ama awezi somea Doni, awezi somea hadi awezi somea Upper Hill.
Yeah.
Because it's your district.
Yeah.
You are unaendanga to your district. So if you are in a rich neighborhood, definitely you also get more funding. But now we have, black people who come from they call them the projects.
Yeah.
Very poor neighborhoods, with a lot of drugs and all this. And also the schools are underfunded.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah, I get you, man.
So think about you've grown up in a bad neighborhood. And of course, for you to actually, get scholarship.
Yeah.
You can get scholarship and go to a school in Kilimani, but you have to offer something. Either you are very good in sports, or and in that case they just want your athleticism. Nothing.
Yeah,
more.
exactly. Yeah.
No.
Just to raise the name of the school, whatever institution you're going
and
to.
And then umetoka hapo, now you get a scholarship and you go to a school in somewhere in Kilimani. Yeah. Now all they want is for you to play football for them.
Yeah. And actually, speaking about sports, very interesting thing that I've ever not experienced, but objectified with the NBA. I mean, NBA, we know basketball. A lot of players in the NBA are black.
Yeah, black.
Right? Very few white people, because even the foreigners, let's say you get Nigerians from they're black. But the NBA is definitely managed by the whites.
Yeah.
Most of their coaches are white.
Exactly.
Of the teams.
And the endorsement deals, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
White.
So
they are agencies, the managers of these.
This is what we are talking about. Yeah.
Are also white, most of them. They are white people who look for these endorsement deals, and then they have their cut. Maybe nimepata wewe mic hapo hivi. You are very talented in sports, no? So I go and look for a deal, for an endorsement deal for you, and then I take my share, and then I give you yours. And I'm white. I'll get that.
So at some point when these guys, okay, fine, let me not call them these guys. When most of the blacks in the US, which by the way I have a problem with some of them, so they just usually kiss us, man.
Yeah, I have
the money?
But they understand like the system is against them, because the system is well funded. So imagine you going up against the system, it's gonna take a toll on you.
Definitely.
And not everyone is built like that to fight. Not everyone is Martin Luther or Malcolm X.
Yeah.
And so I understand when most of these people just choose to go with the flow, because they don't want to to go against the system, as they say.
Oh yeah.
But I kind of feel I also have a problem, and my problem with the black people in America is because I find that I don't know whether this is also a system issue or they are just ignorant, man. Because if a black man in the US still thinks that Africa is a country, that's very sad, man.
And actually, just like you said, the as much as there's segregation in the US, white on black, there's also a lot of segregation in the US, black on black, right? So Africans are actually looked at and frowned upon as people who are, I don't know, very backwards.
Yeah, they think that we are sellouts because they were made to believe that we are the people who remain in Africa are also part of the people who benefited from slavery. And that's partly true.
Yeah, but
it doesn't necessarily mean that we should use that to excuse your ignorance.
Okay.
Because I kind of feel like every time a black person most black people, not all of them, most of them have woken up to the truth.
Yep.
Every time like a black American opens their mouth, you feel very ashamed.
Oh yeah.
Very ashamed. I mean, it's rather for a white man to be ignorant than a black man living in America to be ignorant about Africa, man. You shit when and and I'm just like, man, because for them, all they know, you see, if you see like a black person,
Mm-hmm.
you know, jumping on with the stereotypes, like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, do you have like a lion for a
Yeah, but that
Such,
thing, that
you know,
thing, such backward thinking. It's
Back-
very,
so
it's very
backward, like you are
compumpish.
like, okay, man, like I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
Like, because it's so stupid, very ignorant, and it's
And-
coming from
and-
a person who looks like you.
And one thing that usually also annoys me the most is when, I don't know, like the EPs, the executive producers of movies, where they try to depict the African accent. Like, I usually tell people, Africa does not have an accent, man. There's nothing like an African accent.
There's nothing like an African accent.
Because
we have a Kamba accent, we have a Kikuyu
you know,
accent,
and
we have a
that's
Luo
one
accent.
country.
Yeah.
You've gone, still have Uganda, you still have Tanzania.
Even
you still have,
in Uganda,
exactly.
for us in Kenya,
Yeah, we might think they sound the same.
They sound the
Yeah.
same, but they do not.
Among
themselves, they
Joni,
know.
uni say Banyankole, uni,
Yeah.
you know, this one Tizera Joni, Mchwaga, Machaga.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there's this one Hollywood accent that is meant to portray how Africans speak, and it's very Miss Jaiski inaniboingi. Anakunja, they come to Kenya.
Yeah.
And it's
Speak
the same
something
accent.
very some
And it's the
silent
same-
dialect.
It's the same effing accent, man. Like, ati, are you coming today? Like, it sounds almost like that. Are you coming today?
We are going to beat the drums of Zamunda.
You almost sound like them, bro. I mean, like, that's how they sound, man. And it's
And you also saw the Coming to America too, which to me was very, very, very bogus, rubbish.
I never
Coming
saw
to
that
America
movie
too,
because I
And
knew
it had a lot of I don't know, a lot of fallacy, a lot of, you know, and true portraying of Africa. You know, ati a king is there kwa kingdom yake, lions too zinapita hapo.
I mean, like, it's very stupid. Even back in when the white man had not made contact with Africa.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any African village where we had lions walking. Like lions
Wafungua tu mlango na
tunatoka hivi unaona lion imepita hivi. Like, I don't even right now, if you go to an African, a Maasai, and they live inside the parks, I don't think you'll find any.
Of course, you'll find one that is a bit, let's say, strayed.
I mean, come on, lion imekam, it has come to hunt.
Yeah.
It does not come to live with you, man.
Actually, just passing.
Like, it's not coming and chilling atina mumekaa hivi mna kunywa kamoratina hapo nje ya your heart, alafu unaona simba imepita hapo mbele yako.
Lessons on the ones to the EPs or movies from the US, man. Get your facts straight, man.
It doesn't cost you to do a little bit more research.
Yeah.
Because I kind of feel like they should give us Africans to give them that research and not give white people money to research about Africa or what they are supposed to put in the movie. But, you know, it's systematic also that way. It's Hollywood, how it's built.
Yeah.
Because they want to push
to create a certain perception.
narrative,
Yeah.
Because I don't know, have you ever seen a meme whereby where an actor is in US, then they immediately the actor crosses the border to Mexico. The sun now turned to yellow. Everything turns to yellow. Now, I think the vision, the moment you step into Mexico, like the color grading changes. And now it's more like yellowish. It has a more yellowish hue, you know?
Yeah. I get the
And at the moment you go to UK, it's now whitish, grayish. It's very overcast. I understand they want to say it's cold, but man, Texas is almost the same as Mexico, man. Like, like, why would an actor in Texas not? Why not put that hue? Yellowish hue
in Texas,
yeah. So I mean, it's just systematic. You know, there is a certain narrative and the reason I'm saying that is that you know, when I was in campus, so the campus had like a film, you know, faculty
department, yeah.
You know, so we had like so we were listening to one of the department heads talking about. She's really she's a woman that has been to Germany.
Yeah.
Done her film in studies in Germany, and then came back.
Yeah.
So this lady was saying that she applied for funding.
Yeah.
So mostly in film, if you want to get a funding to do a movie or go ahead to do like something, so that you can get funding, you have to go with a pilot.
Oh yeah.
A pilot is
It
like
makes sense. Yeah.
So you have to shoot something to show like how it's gonna look like.
Yeah.
So she applied for she went and did a pilot project at her rural home, which is in somewhere in the foothills of Aberdares. Very green, very lush, and very beautiful. If you've been to those sides, then you understand what I'm talking about, because it's very, very beautiful. So she went and shot a movie, just a small pilot in her rural home. But when she tried to apply for funding, guess the reason they gave for not funding her? It was
It
that
doesn't look like
it
people are
doesn't
suffering.
look like Africa. It doesn't portray like Africa.
True image of Africa.
Yeah, it doesn't
Or
portray
what
the
it
image
perceive.
because it's too green for Africa, Like how ignorant can you get?
And then you're the one thing that if tables would have turned, you wouldn't. Come on. It's 23 minutes past 2 here on the Lunchtime Express. I mean, we've been having an amazing discussion here, ranging from Russia, Africa, neocolonialism. It is on the 26th day of Monday, the last week of June, man. The day is flying, bro.
Hey, sana. I'm even scared, man, because hey, man.
Getting older.
Hey, man, sasa why are we hatuna mimi sikusema niko na haraka bwana.
Yeah, and on 1st of July, this coming Saturday, something very big is happening at the Beer District. We have the open mic event, courtesy of Radio 254, where if you have any talent, maze, as long as you believe in yourself, it's an open mic. You want to sing, you want to rap, you want to say a poem,
Everything.
anything.
Yeah.
Anything. Make sure you come down on the Beer District in Westlands. It will be courtesy of Radio 254, and tickets are going for 1,254, and they're redeemable for beer.
Oh, my one beer.
I don't know. Beer Twitter to show pesa.
Oh, yeah, it's in a redeem for
for the same equivalent amount. Yes.
I mean, guys.
Yeah.
Imagine you come and have a good time and still get to feel high.
Yeah.
You feel high on life and high on,
and for us that we don't take beer or alcohol, to redeem tu vitu zingine.
I mean,
yeah, we shall have
tutakunywa soda hapo tupate sugar rush.
We shall have an amazing performance by Lil Minor. Also, Jerry will be performing. So it starts from around 11 towards the end of the day. So make sure you show up. Yeah, courtesy of Radio 254. This has been the Lunchtime Express with me, Michael Osotsi.
Ron Chege.
And we beg to see you tomorrow. And parting shot, ladies, mfike by 8. Msichelewe. Tunajua?
Jamu isha by 7.
So that by
9, 10, 11. Ni mimi na wewe. Nipe tu masa.
All right, and for all the Africans, man, we need to stand up and rise. I'm leaving you with Champez by Calligraph Jones, because we are champions.
Kabisa.
Champez. Man spade, I'm a G. Name a nigga that I can slay. Don't think you can intimidate me, boy, this man spray.
Acha moto hapa sili bobo shante. Na hika Nairo tushafungua mabranches. Nishaku mark red dot kama pantre. Kauta kizogo we comply twaza changle. Chukwa hii city si ndio Champez. Sisi ndio machampez.
Nah bro, you ain't no Champez. You cannot be Champez.
Na kusho si ndio machampez. Champez, sisi ndio machampez.
Hell nah, you ain't no Champez.
usichane na champes utaigiwa punches zako screen saver biz zako zote manke.
You gotta relax, man. You're not in this rap game, sipping on a cheap liquor. We only do champagne.
Luku zako mbwakne, wezi kuwa champes, unajirombosa bure na ulikuwa classmate.
Nah, brother, see you cats hate me. I just stack cake. Oh, we used to school together. Thank you for the update. Seeing you from over there, make you tell that it's a contest. Me aim to mediate and make you know that it's the wrong step. You two are the biggest superstars in the country. So in actuality, both of you be champions.
Boys, your champion.
What you mean I ain't no champion? Nah, brother, you are wrong. This boy be a champion.
Oh, we both of the champion.
Hell yeah, I'm a champion.
So if you know that you a champion, put them up, let's go. Champions,
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 champions. Sisi ndio ma champions.
Hell yeah, we be the champions, champions. Champions, yeah, we be the champions.
Nasema si ndio champions,
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 champions. Sisi ndio ma champions.
Yes sir, we be the champions, 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 champions. It ain't no question, man. I been brother. Comedy, I'm in dada. I'm son in them, I'm big brother. They know I'm the king, brother.
All I do is win, brother. Move like I'm Sin Cara. All about my chingwala. Pull up in an Impala. Ain't nobody testing me. Me, I got the recipe. I'm all be the legacy. Boss, so don't mess with me.
Impressively, when raising the bar, me do it carefully. Me don't want no bad vibes. Never let them stop me from my destiny. When I bless the beat, I go hard. Like I'm a beast with no heart. Man, I gotta represent. They calling me the Mozart. Bucking up big and back and well as it and great. Why I say, let them know they dealing with a champagne.
Champions, 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 champions,
Champions, champions, champions, champions. Sisi ndio ma
Hell
champions.
yeah, we be the champions, champions, champions. Yeah, we be the champions.
Nasema si ndio champions,
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 champions. Sisi ndio ma champions.
Yes sir, we be the champions, 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 champions. Woo!